Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you the one-liner I use to combat my fear of failure. Whether you call it fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, fear of doing it wrong, fear of screwing up and looking stupid, this is my biggest fear, and it is the number one thing that holds me back. In fact, I don't even have to make the mistake or have the failure to feel terrified of it. Just the thought that I might fail or I might do something wrong is enough to fill me with fear and deeply influence my actions and my decision making. And I know logically that my fear of failure is irrational. The downside risk of any particular failure or mistake that I might make is really small. And the upside potential of my failures and my mistakes is huge because with every failure comes learning and experience. In fact, missing out on learning and experience is way more dangerous than a little ego bruise. And while I might know all of that rationally, my animal brain still freaks out when the possibility of failure is nearby. And so in those moments, when that fear comes up, this is the one-liner I use to calm my brain down. I tell myself, welcome to the big leagues. Because failure, or the possibility of failure, is not a knock on my legitimacy. Failure and the possibility of failure is proof of my legitimacy. So far, in your success obstacle course, it's been all about hitting your marks and getting things right. But now you've entered a new part of the field where the rules get flipped upside down. You are out of the structured classroom style, here's the right answer, little leagues. And you've entered the no rules, no playbook, no one knows the right answer, big leagues. This is the part of the obstacle course where most people fall off. This is the great narrowing. Because success here is not determined by how well you do on attempt number 1 or even attempt number 101. Success here is determined by how calmly and impersonally you problem solve through lots of failure, by picking up the lesson contained in each unwanted result until you've built the success playbook. And that is the only way to build your playbook. Nobody can hand it to you. Most people fall off in this part of the field, not because they're not smart enough to figure it out. They fall off because they misinterpret their failures. They see each failure as a sign that they're not meant to do this, that they're not qualified, that this is never going to work, that nobody wants them, that they should do something else, rather than seeing each failure as proof of their legitimacy, as a sign that they're on the right track, that they're exactly where they're supposed to be, and everything is going right. The people you admire the most did not have smooth, gleaming A+ rides to the top. People you admire the most got messy. They racked up more failures, more mistakes, and more what the heck am I doing moments than you have so far. And that is exactly what made them who they are today. So if you're feeling a little scared, a little wobbly, and dreading the possibility of putting yourself out there and totally flopping, welcome. You're in exactly the right place. We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to the big leagues. And you know what else people in the big leagues have? They have professional support. You are going to get emotionally flared up when failures and mistakes happen. You're going to get emotionally flared up even when the possibility of failures and mistakes occur to your brain before it actually happens, because you're only human. Nothing is going wrong here. The difference between the people who figure it out and the people who don't make it is not that the people who figure it out never get emotionally flared up. It's that the people who figure it out recover quickly from their emotional flare-ups. They know how to process the emotional reaction from their automatic brain, how to let it move through their body and take its course. And they know how to integrate the insights from those uncomfortable emotions and incorporate what their intuition is telling them into their plan. And they know how to shift back into a more helpful mode of thinking where they put their ego aside, avoid all the useless vortexes of worry and distraction, and just get to work solving the problem calmly and impersonally. And they go through that process again and again, systematically, with control, until they figured it out. A coach helps you shorten the cycles of your emotional flare-ups so you can get out of them quickly and efficiently. And a coach teaches you this skill set so you can do this again and again for yourself for life. You are doing great things in this world. I see you hard at work, and you deserve professional support to power your journey forward. Athletes have trainers and nutritionists, executives have support teams and advisors, and you deserve an excellent coach. So come talk to me and let's get started. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.